What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Around the World with Steven. Welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, I appreciate you.
Around the World with Steven. Amazing YouTube channel, like, share, and subscribe.
Worldies and travelers, how you all doing? Today is a very sad day because of the video I'm about to get into. If you follow news here in the States, you'd realize that there is a guy by the name David, spells it D4vd, who had his car searched, I think, sometime last week or 2 weeks ago, and it was found out that there is a body, or there was a body in the trunk of the car, and it's fairly popular here, the news. And the sad part for me is the fact that it was supposedly a 15-year-old whose body was found in the trunk, and the body was mutilated and was cut up, and that is so sad. So I haven't heard a lot of developments. I know some of you may have heard it, but if you haven't heard it, David is a singer. I think he started his music thing from Fortnite. Yeah, he used to play Fortnite. That's what I've heard. And he uploads videos of his Fortnite to YouTube. And if you know anything about YouTube's copyright claims, it's brutal. It's brutal. You post a song, it's copyright claimed. So he decided to make his own songs and put them under his own videos so they don't get copyrighted. And that birthed his singing career. Now, what I heard also was that he was dating a very, very underage girl, like somebody he was not supposed to have any romantic involvement with, aka a 13-year-old then. And he was older, so that was bad. What I heard was her parents knew she was dating a guy named David, and she's been missing for a year now. So sometime in 2024, she got missing, and unfortunately for her parents and loved ones, she was found in the back of this singer's car. Another thing that beat my imagination is that David was on tour when his car was searched. He never reported his car missing. He never reported not seeing his supposed friend or girlfriend. People thought they were dating. They had matching tattoos on their index fingers, the tattoo. Yeah, and you'd say, oh yeah, that shush tattoo, Rihanna has it, everybody has it. But yeah, they had matching tattoos. They were seen on stream together. Things are popping up, and it looked like they were dating. I mean, there's no two ways about it. So we're going to react to a video that breaks it down and gives us the updates. This is very sad. If you're very if you're tend to get sad quickly and you don't rock with news like this, please check out my other reactions. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to come of it. If he has anything to do with it, he should be under the jail. He should be unalived. Man. All right, please do also like, share, subscribe. This video is broken down very well by Mattyballz, I think his name is, and yeah, he does a good job breaking it down. So let's find out where this is headed. Oh.
On September 8th, news broke that a badly decomposed body was found in a Tesla that was in an impound lot registered to the singer David. Now, David is a 20-year-old kid, ex-Fortnite pro. He has a grassroots type come up, making music on his iPhone. And on top of that, he was on tour. So because of his personality, everyone just assumed it couldn't have been him, right? Until some more news came out just recently that may change the entire story.
Oh yeah, I didn't know he was 20. He's 20, and I think the girl would have been 15 this year, if I'm not mistaken. Which is a 5-year gap, but that is a dangerous 5-year gap because it puts the guy at a legal age, and it puts the girl at a non-legal age. They should not have been dating at all. That's crazy.
Quick, I want to say I'm making this vid because the story is really confusing. There's a lot of theories and misunderstood things floating around right now. I mean, you have people like XQC who are investigating this on stream, and it's probably not the best source, as well as people who are just straight up making things up or posting misinformation. So I'm going to separate this video into two different sections. The first is going to be stuff that we know for sure, and the second is just going to be like theories and speculation from all the fans online. Also, here's a quick trigger warning because a lot of the stuff in this video is pretty disturbing. So with all that in mind,
Yeah, trigger warning goes for me too. Please, if you're squeamish, if you don't like stuff like this, please do yourself a favor. Be kind to yourself. If you're like me and you're curious and you want to check it out, let's check it out together. But yeah, that's the story in a nutshell. He's going to do well to break it down. I didn't know XQC was doing his investigative stuff. That's crazy. Trying to find face scans and images and stuff like that. Oh, it's crazy.
let's continue. If you don't know who David is, like I said, he used to be a Fortnite pro. He had a cool come-up story saying he wanted non-copyright music for his montages, so he started making his own songs with just his iPhone on BandLab. After uploading a couple songs to SoundCloud, he released the song Romantic Homicide. This song went super viral, and I'm sure you've all heard it. It's the "In the Back of My Mind, You Died," that song. And this track absolutely blew up in July of 2022. And shortly after, he signed a record deal to Interscope. He continued releasing music and even opened for SZA on his tour. He also got to do the track Feel It for Invincible, a song that fans absolutely love. Even recently, David...
Well, this will sound bad, but and it's not a shade or anything. It's just the truth. I don't think I've heard any of his music. I heard a lot of people reference Romantic Homicide as very, very popular. I'm not a Fortnite person. I'm not a gamer at all. I didn't hear it. I'm not on TikTok, stuff like that. But please, if you've heard any of his songs, if you're a fan of his, let me know in the comments, because I heard it was a really huge song.
just did a song called Locked and Loaded, which was a collaboration with Fortnite. He had a montage of his own gameplay as the music video. I'm saying all this to say he had a very organic come up, a family-friendly vibe, and a likable personality.
So you just literally only made music so you could make a few more dollars
exactly.
on your... Okay.
That was it.
How did you make your first song?
And I looked up how to make music on iPhone, and this app called BandLab comes up. I click on it, I put my Apple earbuds in, and I used my sister's closet as a studio.
That's why when the news first broke, most people just assumed he couldn't have possibly done it. I even said...
Exactly. Like, he looks so innocent. Never seen him, like, never heard an interview of this guy, right? But the story is like, made me think, who's David? I actually thought he was going to be some kind of like a rapper, like having the rapper vibe. He sounds very chill. He sounds very cool. And everything I've seen of him on the internet sounds like a very laid back, down to earth person. So to tie that to him would trip a lot of people up. A lot of people will be drawn to him and will be tempted to not believe the story. But if you do a lot of weird crime cases, you won't put this past anybody. I don't put this past anybody. It's crazy.
To a friend when it first came out, I was like, I feel like the Fortnite kid who's pretty normal didn't do something like this, because that was always the impression that I got from him, but that may not be the case. When the news first came out, it was reported that there was a body in his car that had been there for an extended period of time before being found. It was too badly decomposed to be identified. Apparently, the car had been at the impound lot for a few days. This was after the car had been abandoned a few days before that, without ever being reported missing. According to NBC, a spokesperson for David said he has been informed about what's happened, and although he is still out on tour, he is fully cooperating with the authorities. But he would have been touring for over a month before the body was decomposed, according to his tour dates, which is why, like I said, most people figured it couldn't have possibly been him. On top of that, the LAPD said it is one of several vehicles owned by the musician, with many different people using any of the vehicles at any given time. The police didn't arrest him or anything, and he just went on to perform like normal the same night, handing out...
Okay, hang on. Fine, granted, he has a lot of cars. A lot of people use his cars, right? But he was seen with this girl. I mean, after the fact, a lot of videos are being posted of him and the girl. A lot of pictures. I can't see him saying, I didn't know she was missing, or I hadn't heard from her. I haven't had a call. I hadn't called her or anything for that long. You've been touring for a month. You have a lot of cars. That's fine. Somebody may have been using that Tesla, but you haven't heard from the girl since last year when she got missing. What is your excuse to that? Like you broke up or something? There's no evidence of you guys breaking up. There's evidence of you guys trying to delete a live stream because she was like, oh, let's delete it. After this, we're going to delete it. I think I saw it. After this, we're going to delete it. After this, we're going to delete it because you guys knew it wasn't a legal relationship. That's what I'm thinking. So you didn't report her, which makes me think, bruh, you may have known something allegedly.
Boo-boos to the crowd. On the flip side though, Crocs and Hollister dropped their ad campaigns with him, which is understandable why brands wouldn't want to be associated with those types of accusations. However, things took a turn for the much worse when just recently the body was identified.
And now some breaking news on a major story that we've been following. We have just learned the identity of a teen found dead inside of the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer David. Investigators now say that the victim, Celeste, reported as a runaway last year, had not been seen since.
It was the body of a young girl named Celeste, who would have just turned 15 years old. She went missing in April of 2024 when she was 13, so she was missing for over a year. Of course, though, this in and of itself doesn't directly link her to David, but TMZ interviewed the girl's mom, who said that her daughter had a "sh" tattoo right on her index finger in red ink. Well, David also has a "sh" tattoo on his right index finger. This tattoo isn't necessarily unique to David. I mean, Rihanna has it, Lindsay Lohan and Lily Allen do too, but what makes things miles worse is that the mom claimed her daughter had a boyfriend named David. Right after this news came out, David canceled his upcoming show. TMZ confirmed that a house David was living in was searched by the LAPD. The house was being rented by his manager from Interscope, but there are a ton of pictures and videos of him in the house over the past year. Apparently, LAPD homicide detectives searched the house Wednesday and walked out with a computer and several evidence bags.
Mike, do we know if the search has anything to do with the girl's death, though?
Yeah, so Susie and Juan, we are working on those details right now. What I can tell you is that it is literally right where we know that the car was towed from. So remember how this all happened, as you heard from Nicole. The car was towed from the Hollywood Hills. It wasn't until it was at the tow yard where the body was found. So if we go back to where the car was towed from, tonight, there's a presence of Los Angeles police detectives that are out there. We can see them in their plainclothes suits. We also see crime scene techs. It appears to be centered at this home. Sky Cow was able to get a peek before it got dark. To be clear, LAPD has not said tonight if this investigation is related to the investigation of the girl's body being found, but they are like less than 100 feet away from where it was all found. So this is all happening in the same neighborhood.
For reference, this is how close the house was to where the car was found, which I think is a lot more incriminating than it originally was led on to be. And on top of that, the police are saying that the car was driven through an alley, possibly with the intention of trying to avoid traffic cameras or something like that. So it's just crazy how close it was to the house that he was staying in. The only other thing we know for sure is that there was a photo taken of David just a brief walk away from where the victim lived. The person who posted the picture was alleging that David was paying people off, but there isn't any concrete proof on that. All we know for sure is that he was in that area. Kali Uchis even said she's in the process of taking down the song she has with him following this news. So this is everything we know for sure, all of our information from official sources. However, as you can imagine, the internet detectives got straight to work.
Yeah, before we get to the internet detectives, man, way to throw your career away, and even screw the career. What's more important is, man, like that was a girl. She got missing last year in April when she was 13. It is crazy. I can't see any reason. Like, was he about to get found out? I've heard a lot of theories. I've seen a lot of theories floating around, from like him getting found out to spiritual stuff to him getting indoctrinated somewhere to like the girl Celeste getting pregnant and him not wanting anybody knowing about it. I've heard a ton. I don't even know what to make of it. This is crazy. There is no way any of those excuses you to unalive her. I'm not saying he hasn't been found guilty yet, but if he did, allegedly, there's no way any of these reasons leaves you to unalive her. That is crazy. Man, Like, what will even put that is a 15-year-old girl. If I see a 15-year-old girl, all I see is where she should be protected. She doesn't know much about life. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter how she carries herself, how she dresses, and stuff like. She's a teenager. A teenager is in a developmental stage where they are still finding out about themselves. They're still finding out about lives. They are in the stage where they're going to make mistakes and correct them to usher them into adulthood. You don't take advantage of somebody like that? That's disgusting.
And a lot of this alleged information looks really bad if we're being honest. Again, I just want to clarify, everything going forward isn't like super factual. It's not confirmed by official sources. But if I'm being honest, most of this proof that we're seeing confirms that he knew the victim. First of all, there's messages from his Discord server that show him talking to a girl named Celeste. This interaction was from 2022, by the way, and it says she joined the server back in 2021. There were also people who had a convo saying they were pretty sure he had a girlfriend named Celeste in 2024. One of the strangest messages from his server was someone who said in response to him saying he was in a song crisis, drop the one with the missing girl, Celeste. This message was also sent in August of 2024. All of this is very strange because at the very least it goes to show that people were aware of this girl in his Discord server. Like, I saw someone tweet, "You're telling me people knew about David and Celeste in a Discord server and didn't say anything?" And I saw some.
That is wild. This is wild. This is tripping me up. A whole lot of people on a Discord server knew that this old gentleman was dating an underage girl, and they didn't say anything. She went missing, and in August, she went missing in April. In August, how many months in between? Somebody just texts, drop the one with the missing girl Celeste. Missing girl Celeste. They knew she was missing, and nobody said anything. Drop the one with the missing girl Celeste. How can we as humans be desensitized to stuff like this? Bro, they shouldn't have been in a relationship in the first place. And knowing that the girl was missing and somebody telling him to drop the song with the missing girl Celeste. Bro, really? Bro, this world is getting crazier and crazier by the day.
People saying she lied and said her age in the server was 18, but I don't know, still just a weird situation. Someone also recorded all of these screenshots, which leads me to believe that these are legitimate. On top of this, photos started popping up saying it was the two of them together, like this one. There's also this photo from Discord as well, which looks similar to the victim. There was also a bunch more pics and videos that leaked that showed David with a girl that resembled this girl. Apparently, someone even got into his iCloud and started leaking photos of them together. Then there's also this really strange Reddit post. On September 8th, the day the original news broke, someone responded on r/hiphopheads in response to the news. This guy is a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from the LE ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was pimping her out. She was in the 7th grade at the time. LAPD sweeped his place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who's in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names as she's still a minor, but she was from Lake Elsinore. At the time, everyone thought this was just some random Reddit user who was tweaking. And now with the latest news, it seems very real. I mean, the girl was reported missing about 70 miles away from where the car was found. So the fact that this random guy was able to piece those dots together, it just doesn't seem like it was some made up story. On top of all of this, a song leaked that I can't confirm if it's real, but it's called Celeste. Apparently, David wrote it in 2023, and the lyrics are kind of crazy.
Huh?
This very well could be AI.
Bro, hold up. Wait. The girl's name is Celeste. He makes a song named Celeste. Be my Valentine. I want to make you feel self-deletion. Like, the word is not self-deletion, but you know what I mean. These are kind of thoughts that cross just because. What? And then he goes on to say the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh my goodness. This is getting darker and darker. He has a song like this? Bro.
This very well could be AI or something, I couldn't tell you, but a lot of people believe that it is in fact real. There was also this weird tweet from 2022 where he said, "When I was writing this, I got a notification from you. As you were talking about wanting to be with your mom and your sister again, take me where I belong. But our circumstances won't allow us to be in our ideal situations. We gotta push through it, bro." This was from an old thread where he was talking about Romantic Homicide, his breakout hit. Another crazy coincidence was that the music video for Romantic Homicide was released on the victim's birthday. Fans also pointed out that the lady in the video resembled the victim. On top of that, the lyrics just look a little weird now. Everyone has been looking at his old lyrics under a new.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, man. It's confirming a lot of, well, it's not confirming a lot of things, but it is pointing at the fact that there is a possibility, because you have somebody here dressed like this, standing here talking about Romantic Homicide, who looks like Celeste. And in the back of my mind, I unalived you. And I didn't even regret. Bro, heck no. Heck no. Heck no. He might have you, but I have your ghost? What? Bro, tell me this. I can't wait for this to go through investigations and we find the outcome. I have the outcome in my head. Allegedly, bro, are you kidding me? It's like every song he does, he's putting in like sprinkles of what might have actually happened, allegedly. Oh my goodness.
Ghost. Everything just looks so weird now with this news. Like, he apparently brings a casket and stuff to his shows. And his TikTok reposts just look terrible. Like, there's this one that reads, "Imagine we were two cannibals in the late 80s who randomly met, and then we fell in love and tried to be better and start a life together. Then you died and I ate your bones." Like, why?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Bro, he brought a casket to his show. David is really throwing funerals at his shows. Was she alive then? Was she unalive at this time? Why the casket? He sings like dark stuff, I imagine, because of the lyrics you've seen, but nothing with a casket in it. No, man. I think, bro, you know what I'm thinking, man. I think, bro.
Like, there's this one that reads, "Imagine we were two cannibals in the late 80s who randomly met, and then we fell in love and tried to be better and start a life together. Then you died and I ate your bones." Like, why would you?
Oh
ever
my
repost
goodness.
that? Or this one that says, "Me watching her scream after I poured boiling water on her after she told a boy happy birthday because why are you happy? He made it another year." Just weird stuff. That's super weird to repost, especially under this context. The latest thing to happen was the alleged brother of the victim, who was followed by David, was found. People started DMing him and asking him questions, which I think is a bit too far. Like, this guy's definitely grieving right now that his sister's body was just found, and now the whole internet's put him on blast. But regardless, he claimed that they went to the police and it was waved off due to a lack of evidence. Again, I can't confirm that this is actually the brother, but that's what most people believe. There's other stuff too, like some alleged text between the victim and a friend talking about David, or people talking about another guy who was in the picture that David also knew, but that's not super important. This is the main information that everyone's focused on. Like I said though, this is all speculative stuff and theories that come from fans, although if I'm being honest, a lot of it looks pretty legit. Most of the public believes that he is guilty of being a pedophile and a murderer. And honestly, I'm not sure how David and his team could spin it in a way that make him seem not that way. However, some people do believe his innocence. Streamer and collaborator of David, Jason the Ween, who just made a song with him, was asked about whether or not he thought David did it. And on stream, he said he didn't think so.
Situation?
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
Dude, shut up. You're talking too fast. You're talking too early. You're talking too early. He did not do it. You should say, I think, or I hope he did not do it. Are you kidding me? He did not do it. Vouching for him. Acting like an obsessed fan. Jason the Ween. Get off his wiener. Crazy?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still gonna listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
Bro, are you a kid? Are you a child? Are you a freaking child? He said if he would have done it, he wouldn't have performed the next day. Bro, is he a kid? Do you know how many people have done homicides and next day went to eat burgers and done whatever they had to do and even lived normal lives? Meanwhile, their spouse or their whatever were in trash bags somewhere. Oh, yeah, because he went performing, it's not him. Police would have gone after him. Bro, get off his wiener, Jason the Ween.
He's not just escaping the police clutches.
No. And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th, me and David.
Yeah, you can perform in jail with him. I mean, if he's found guilty, allegedly.
I think it's like almost obviously not him.
Quick little update. Jason, among a bunch of other people, celebrities and influencers and friends of David, have all unfollowed him. So
oh, you sit on live stream glazing him and having his wiener in your mouth for all that while and you unfollowed him? Jason the Wiener? The Ween, whatever your name is. Why did you unfollow him then? Crazy.
So his case is clearly getting much worse. But as of right now, with everything that's come out, people in general are assuming he's guilty. Like this person who said, TikTok, you will crumble for running to defend this not only a killer, but a pedophile. Or this person who said, he's 20 and she was 15. He's a pedophile and a murderer.
Yeah.
No, he needs to be locked up now. This person even said, I'm usually an innocent until proven guilty type of person, but with the amount of evidence against David, you're just delusional if you think he's innocent. I don't know about the delusional part, that's kind of harsh. And I don't want to jump to the conclusions in this video or make some false accusations, but I have to say the allegations look very bad for him. Even if he wasn't involved in her passing, it does seem like they dated or were very close based on everything we know, which at the very least, allegedly, would make David a pedophile. I don't know though, this whole situation just leaves me with a ton of questions. Like if the mom of the victim knew that she was dating someone named David, did she not know his age? And I'm not blaming her specifically, but it seems like the people around her knew a bit about it, like the guy from the Reddit post who apparently knew that she ran off with David, and I guess other people knew too, at least that's how he made it sound. However, on the flip side, the brother claimed that the police didn't do anything, so is that really the case? Did the police not do anything at all? I don't know, I just can't imagine there's a way in which David and his team can spin this without any sort of admission of guilt, at least acknowledging that he knew her or had a relationship with her, which is wrong. The only possible explanation that could make him innocent is the fact that maybe it was a setup, but even then it just seems so elaborate. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I think that won't work either because, man, your car was gone for that long and she was missing for that long. You did not report her. You did not report your car. Yeah, it's looking really bad for you. And if you did it rightfully so, it has to look bad for you. You have to spend the rest of your singing life in jail. And he left crumbs in his songs. Like all police have to do is just sit down and read your lyrics and try to piece the dots. And God help you, that really didn't happen. Because if that happened, you told on yourself. You know that, right? He told on himself. That is crazy. This is a very grim case. And to think that the girl was only 15. The girl was a child. A child meeting somebody she thinks is a star and stuff like. She was probably starstruck. You took advantage of that 15-year-old. You are a PDF file, 100%. That is disgusting, and that should land you in jail for life anyway. Plus, you unaliving the 15-year-old. This is the darkest person I've ever seen. And when I say dark, I'm not talking skin color. I'm talking demonic. Crazy.
Imagine that was the case. Maybe they were friends, but I doubt that was the case based on all the pictures that we've seen. At the end of the day, this is a super tragic story, and I just want to say rest in peace to the victim. I couldn't find anything, but if anyone knows of any resources available to help the victim's family that isn't scammy, please let me know and I'll make sure to pin it in the comments below. Other than that though, if there's any other major updates, I'll make sure to update you guys, so feel free to stick around and subscribe if you want to get more news. But yeah, it's been your boy Mattyballz, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, good job, Mattyballz, man. That was well done, well put together. At this point, if you didn't know anything about the case, this video should be able to jog you up to knowing what the case was. Very tragic, very sad. A girl who was supposed to grow and become something's life cut short by a PDF file by one of the worst people in society. Somebody taking advantage of a 15-year-old. Knew her when she on Discord in 2022. They met in 2020. She joined Discord in 2021. Met in 2022. 2021 would have made her 11. 2022 would have made it 12. He dated this girl at 12. If for anything at all, if it comes out that he was not guilty of the unalivement, he should serve time for that. You didn't give a little girl the chance to grow. Yeah, you need to serve time for that. He's disgusting. He's a piece of rat's turd. So yeah, I just wanted to know what this case was about. I mean, I had little bits and pieces of information here and there. This puts it in perspective. It puts it together for me. We're waiting to see what happens. If you have anything, any updates, please put it in the chat in the comment section. Let's see what's happening here. Love you all so much. Bye.
Tune in, hit play, let's take a ride around the world with Steven, we worldwide. Stories so wild, they keep you hooked. Subscribe and share, come take a look. Reacting to the stories, the crazy, the real. With every new video, we bring the thrill. From mysteries to drama, we cover it all. Join the fam, let's have a ball. From dark tales to